Hi, welcome to today's daily devotion. It was 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday when my daughter had a meeting. She came home from that meeting on Wednesday afternoon and she was frustrated. She was upset. She was even crying a little bit because this meeting had gone so terribly. She came up here to her bedroom and sat down at her piano, playing some music and singing some songs. Just a few minutes later, my husband had gotten home from work and he'd brought the mail in with him. He came up here to Nicole's room and he had a letter for her that had come in the mail that very day. She opened it and it had this card in it. She began to read this card and tears filled her eyes. My husband said, "How'd the meeting go?" She said, "It went terrible. But now, because of this card, it doesn't even matter." This card had been sent by a member of our congregation. It was an encouraging card for my daughter. It reminded her of who she is. It helped on a day that had been really frustrating for her. It helped to remind her who she is and whose she is. Now, this card was delivered by the U.S. postal system, and I know that sometimes it can get frustrating how slow it seems like our mail gets places, especially in Altoona. We'd sent out postcards to remind people about the night of praise that we had several weeks ago. Some of those postcards were received 8 days after the event took place. So sometimes the postal system can be a little bit frustrating. But in this case, was perfectly timed. This congregation member had to sit down several days ahead of this and write out these encouraging words, put it in an envelope, stamp it, address it, get it into the mail, and then it had to be delivered at just the right moment to be brought up to my daughter's bedroom at just the time that she needed it. God orchestrated all of those things together, planting the seed in the mind of the congregation member to write this letter at all, getting it delivered here right at the perfect time so that she could read it when she needed it the very most. It tells us all over the Bible to encourage one another. And that's exactly what this card did for my daughter. It encouraged her when she needed it. Maybe God's been putting someone on your heart that you need to encourage. Now, it's kind of hard to do that when we aren't seeing people on a regular basis on Sunday mornings or Wednesday night. But there are so many ways, as we can see, with just paper and pen, by texting, by a phone call. There's so many different ways to encourage someone. So I would like to encourage you that whoever it is that God is laying on your heart, reach out to that person. Just tell them, have a great day. Encourage them, send them a Bible verse. Because you never know when that word of encouragement might be the thing that makes their whole day turn around. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow.